Ever since we've purchased the Sony PXW-Z200 camera, we've been wanting to find time to conduct another basic footage test to see if the camera's quality will be able to match and cut well with footage from our older PXW-FS5 cameras. Is it time to retire FS5 from our camera inventory? That was our burning question. It was a bright but overcast day, and we pulled out both our Z200 and FS5 to conduct this test. We fitted our FS5 with the Sony 18 to 110mm f4.PZ lens, set at XAVC 4K25p at FS5 maximum recording quality of 4208 bit 100 megabits per second. However, in this first set of visuals, we forgot to set the Z200 back to 420 mode to match the FS5's codec. We reckon it's good to get a visual comparison of how much better is the 10-bit codec. Apart from the difference in codec, the settings of both cameras are set at 1/50 shutter speed, 5600K, ISO 800 which is the lowest for FS5, and we had 1/64 neutral density filter on. The resulting footage from Z200 looked better exposed, but we lost the highlights details in the skies. Here's a 200% crop in post to scrutinize. We are observe the resolution and black level noise details from both cameras. We are observing a slight lack in sensitivity from FS5, a tiny bit lacking in details, but the noise level from FS5 looked much lesser in our broadcast monitors. We can't tell how much of a difference after YouTube's compression. And here's a 300% blow up. Probably due to the 10-bit versus 8-bit recording codec, the details of the tree canopy is muddy from the FS5 compared to the Z200. But the noise and grains looked more observable from the Z200. Perhaps shooting at a lower ISO will help reduce the noise for Z200. Once we realized the discrepancy in recording codec, we adjusted the Z200 back to 420, 8-bit codec at the same 100 megabits per second rate to match down for the FS5. Here's the footage for comparison. Now for the side-by-side compare. Apart from the slight difference in exposure, we think that with similar recording codecs, the grain structure and black level noise artifacts are looking very similar from both cameras. At 200% zoom in post-production, we think that the Z200 is still able to resolve more details. Both are actually looking very closely matched if we don't intentionally do pixel peeping and scrutinize. This is another shot from the same scene. We've dropped the aperture of the Z200 down to f6.8 to match up the exposure. The FS5 still looked a bit underexposed, but overall color, noise and grain is looking very similar in characteristics. This is the side-by-side compare. Next time round we'll probably try dropping the ISO on the Z200 to reduce the sensitivity, and compare on the noise and response characteristic. This is the 200% crop in post, and we leave you with 2 more shots in a side-by-side window for comparison. The Z200 at f6.8, and the FS5 is bumped up to f4.0. In conclusion, we think that the PXW-FS5 is still worth keeping in our inventory. They are still on par or at least close in quality and look with the PXW-Z200. They can still match well with current generation of cameras like the FX30 in our previous test. And we've also successfully used the FS5 in live multi-camera international news broadcasts with FX6. We hope you find this short and basic footage comparison useful.